CEO of Abounding Grace Foundation. Abounding Grace Foundation is a non-governmental organization caring for the needy, less privileged in society, but we specialize in prisons globally. And the reason why we opened this foundation is just for the purpose of those forgotten ones. There are so many people in Nigerian prison, to be specific, that are dying. Nobody is helping them, and the government has completely ignored the situation. That is the reason why Abounding Grace Foundation take up this burden to help them and assist them in a way we can. My passion for the prisoner started as a result of my incarceration for 8 years in Swedish prison. I got into Swedish prison as a drug dealer, a brutal drug dealer. My life changed when I encountered God. Because of the reformation program they have in Swedish prison system, I was privileged to be reformed. I came out a better person. And when I got out a better person, I have no other choice than to help those that are coming out the same way they went in. Some even came out worse than they went into the prison. That is how the passion grows, to help the prisoners globally. By the special grace of God, in Nigeria, I have visited 163 prisons, both in northern part of Nigeria, western part, southern and eastern part of Nigeria. In the course of visiting these 163 prisons in Nigeria, I have discovered there are too many old people inside the prison, and they are badly neglected. Especially a woman I met in Umuahia prison. There are some of them in Owerri prison, some in Aba prison, in Niger State prison. You look at them, they are malnutritioned. Nobody care about them. And their cases are just case that doesn't even warrant that they should be arrested at all, talk less of putting in jail. Abounding Grace Foundation have been able to help these old people to secure bail, assist them medically, and some of them still need more help. And we need you to assist us so we could be able to do more. We have also issues with strangulating hernias, which is very rampant in Nigerian prison. And so many of these inmates, they don't have any medical help. So Abounding Grace Foundation has taken it upon us to be able to help them. We've done series of surgery, which has been very successful. And the issue of a woman with cesarean, a woman that operated herself during childbirth, which they just after the surgery sent her back to the prison. Nobody could pay the hospital bill or the bed bill or something, so they sent her back to the prison. Abounding Grace Foundation have to step in and do the payment. Due to lack of medical support, many prisoners have lost their lives in Nigerian prisons. In Ikoyi prison recently, there is this young man that was about to die. He needed blood. Abounding Grace Foundation stepped in and they purchased the blood that could make him to come back to life. And so many of them also need other medical assistance that we've always try our best to help them with. But we still need more help in hand to be able to do this. How do we handle the issue of babies being born in the prison? How does it start? This is a question without an answer. But Abounding Grace Foundation have answered what we could, the one that we could be able to answer, that is assisting the babies all over Nigeria. Every prison we go to, we assist the babies. We have some certain amount of money that we give them monthly in order to survive. Some of them have no clothes to wear, especially like in a place like Plateau State, where the weather is like a European weather. It's quite cold and the babies are suffering. We assist them with clothes that can be able to shelter to help them cover up. And then like in Lagos State Prison, we have about 14 babies, which we usually give enough money for milk and other things. Children are blessings. I personally think that they shouldn't be in the prison. We will do everything we can to support your children, okay? Anything, come madam, anything within our reach to support you, we will. But I want you to understand that what you have done that brought you here is not the end of life. Whatever you have done, I have done worse than that. We will give you support as much as we can, but today we just have to give you just a token of 5,000 so you can be able to buy milk for your baby, and then we can do any help that we are going to give. We will contact our DCP, yeah? DCP will forward it to you, okay?
How many babies are there? Only 2. Oh, thank God. My heart was beating fast because like in Lagos, I have 12 babies. Every month we have to give them 5,000 naira each. That's 60,000 naira every month for the babies. Sometimes our pocket goes empty. I don't have any money to give them. I'll just call and say there's no money this month and we have to buy baby food and so on. So now we have to also give 5,000 naira here when we can. And we will increase our pocket. Now we have 38. We have 38 babies.
This area, we need help. We need help in hand. And I know any little amount of help you can help with can do enough for them. In some cases, we took the babies, if the mother permits us, we took the baby to motherless baby home, and we'll be assisting the person who handles the mother, who is in charge of the motherless baby home financially until the mother comes out of the prison. That's usually our contract, so the baby will be handed over back to the mom. The prison infrastructures in Nigeria is very poor, very, very poor. We have situations where you go to the personnel offices, you see their chairs are broken down, badly damaged, there's no table, office table. And then talking about the infrastructure in the prison is like over a prison where we spend a huge amount of money to re-roof the whole zinc because they were badly broken and the rain is pouring inside the cell. In Uyo State, we have some issues like that as well. There are so many prisons that are really damaged, their roof are badly damaged. Even the female prison in Owerri, their deck is leaking water and nobody could assist them. Abounding Grace Foundation cannot do it alone. We need your help. How many do you want me to mention? When you talk about the toilets, the soccer well is appalling. It's a fact, it's eyesore. You don't need, if you see it, you won't believe it. They are so open, broken, badly opened and damaged. And you see, when you step into the prison, you could perceive the odor everywhere. It's stinking, and nobody cares. The inmates are dying because of all these diseases that they accumulated inside that place. Something has to be done. In Aba prison, we've helped them to repair some damaged infrastructure, such as their water tank, water system, their bathing, where they're supposed to be taking their bath, and so many other things. Like in Port Harcourt, the soccer wells were badly damaged. We've repaired them. Abounding Grace Foundation have repaired it. And then talk about the vehicle that sucked feces out of the prison. We repaired them. Their generator were badly damaged or were repaired. So many things that Abounding Grace Foundation have achieved in Nigerian prison. But I know we could have done more if more hands could just assist us. We will do more. The issues that are very urgent now to deal with is the issue of decongesting Nigerian prisons. They are badly overcrowded. For example, in Enugu prison, the last time I visited them, there were about 1,960 inmates, but the capacity is not up to 800. Port Harcourt is capacity of 800, but they have 3,800 inmates. Lagos State Prison here, so many of them, every one of them are over congested. For example, Medium Kirikiri Prison, where you have 80% of the inmates waiting on a waiting trial. And those 80% we're talking about, it's not a small figure. The prison has capacity of 800 to 900, but it contains 2,800 and something. As of last 2 weeks, I went there. So we have to do something about it. The congestion is too much. The inmates are sleeping, lapping themselves. They are so compacted in the cell, and it causes most of this hernia as well. The issue of awaiting trial in Nigerian prisons is something that the whole world needs to come and help us with. This has gone beyond Nigerian people. They can't handle it because people are not even aware of what is going on. We have a case of a woman, an old woman, and the brother Two of them we are in their waiting trial for 19 years.
Mommy, I would like you to say what you just said again. Now go ahead and say what you said. Speak loud.
I spent 19 years for waiting trial.
19 years awaiting trials.
Now, final judgment from the enemy with me and brother Victor, we did SCC. 21 years now, I did prison. I need on a prayer to free me and my brother this year. Appeal to that. I'm tired for prison.
Daddy, there's appeal from mommy. Said that she was in waiting trial for 19 years. She has then spent 21 years in prison altogether, and she's condemned, and she's tired of prison. That we should be praying for her with your brother, Victor. I am not here to ask of the crime or what she did or the brother did. I'm not interested in that. But because of the genuine repentance from her heart, spending 19 years in waiting trial is enough to kill a man. Your release is coming shortly. It will come like a shock.
Amen.
It will come like a shock.
Amen.
As long as you have forsaken those things that you did that brought you here, and you have arrested Jesus Christ, held Jesus like this, you are going to come out of here in no time in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
This cannot be held in any other place in the world. There are people of 14 years, 10 years, 8 years, 6 years, 4 years awaiting trial. At the end of it all, the person might finally got opportunity to go to court and find out that his case is just a fine of 2,000 naira or 5,000 naira or 20,000 naira or 6 months imprisonment, but they've spent 18, 15 years. How will you handle that? This is an issue, very big issue, and I need you, international organization, to to come and speak about this issue so that we can be able to cut down this menace. I have been to so many prisons where you listen to the inmates to avoid exaggeration. As you will see, there are evidence in this very clip. You will watch them. You see some of the inmates are inside the prison for just 1,000 naira. It's not up to $10. $10. They were in prison for quite a long time. Issues of 2,000 naira only. 3,000, 5,000 naira, they are in prison for a long time. And this, you have evidence of them in a place called Potun Kerifit prison in Kogi State and some other places in Nigerian prisons.
You are here because of how much?
21,000.
21,000. So if you pay 21,000 naira, you can go. Okay? And you have forsaken everything that you did in the past. You're not ready to do it again. You're among those that gave their life to Christ. Okay? Now, we are going to sort that out. That's the promise that we give to you. So now, what's your name again?
Amos Micah.
Amos Micah. Okay, you can now go. Who is the next person, please? So how much is it that is holding you here?
3,000.
3,000 naira. You mean 3,000 naira? Okay, 3,000 naira. We are only 3,000 naira. When we pay that, and you also go home. We go through the record and we pay that, and you go home. As long as you have surrendered it all to Jesus Christ, you can now go. You say, how much is it?
15,000.
15,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Abdullahi.
Abdullahi
Hadi.
Hadi.
Yeah.
What's the condition? Why are you here now? How much is it?
I have option of 2,000.
2,000 naira. So because of that, you are inside this place. Okay. Have you been to court and they say 2,000 naira? Okay. We'll check it in the record. If it corresponds what you are saying, we will pay for it and we will go home. Okay. It is a shame to be in prison for 2,000 naira. For me, I think it's a shameful thing. Who say you pay 20,000?
Judge.
The judge. So you have been to court. Then you are just waiting to pay 20,000 and then you will go.
Yes.
We will sort it out and our lawyer will look into it, okay? Okay, now you can go now. God bless you. What's the next name? Okay. Your name is what?
Usman Abdul Muluk.
Okay. How much is it?
15,000 naira, sir.
15,000. So you have been here for how long?
For 1 year, sir.
You have been 1 year here because of 15,000 naira. Okay, we'll look at the record. If everything corresponds what you are telling us, we'll pay 15,000 naira and then you go home the next day, okay?
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Rahim Jato.
Yes, sir.
How much is the bill?
1,000 naira, sir.
1,000 naira. Because of 1,000 naira you are here.
Yes, sir.
And what's your amount?
It's 3,000 naira.
3,000 naira. How long have you been here?
Going to a month now.
Well, about 1 month for 3,000 naira. Okay, and you don't need to bring any shorty, Abi. Okay, we'll sort that one as well, so you can go home after we have checked the records that everything you're saying is true, and we'll sort it out. Okay. I find it very nasty for 1,000 naira. You throw people inside the prison. It is really wrong.
The issue of bail has been, there's so many of them, they've granted bail, but they cannot afford to perfect the bail. Abounding Grace Foundation have stepped in to pay so many, but we need help to be able to continue. Because some of them, the bail they give to them, they made it in a way that they cannot be able to perfect it. They could tell them to go and get a collateral of 1 10-story building or 10 acres of land. How can a poor man that stole a loaf of bread, get an acre of land to bail himself? It's quite unreasonable. And as a result of that, they will be abandoned in the prison. And that's why you see them spending 40 years on awaiting trial for because of stealing bread. It's appalling. This cannot be condoned in this country anymore. We need to help them. Feeding has been a major problem in Nigerian prisons. I don't know what is happening, but I can assure you that most of them are starving, especially in a place like Abounding prison. So many prisons, they are not eating well, they are not feeding well. So Abounding Grace Foundation has drawn a calendar. Every month, at least 2 times, we will go to some prisons and feed all the inmates in that prison. Give them something to drink for a change. Make them feel like human beings. I was very, very surprised when I was in Kuje prison the last time I was there, because I visited Kuje prison in Abuja, which is supposed to be the prison, the hottest and the biggest prison we have in Nigeria, or supposed to be well-respected prison in Nigeria. We have no pumping machine to supply water. Abounding Grace Foundation have to do that. We have to buy it and help them so that they may have proper water supply inside the prison.
When we got to the officials there, we were discussing. We found out that you don't have generator for pumping water, so we have to quickly rush out to go and buy you 1 generator so that you may be able to pump water. And also we discovered that in the medics, there are not so much medicine left there. We also gave some cash so that they can buy some medicine. So that if your head is aching you, you can run there and then have Panadol to swallow.
And in some other places like in Kwara State, in Ibadan, and so many places in Uyo and so on, we've purchased machine that could be able to help them to pump water, supply light into the prisons. These things are not supposed to be our duty, but because of the love we have for the prisoners, Abounding Grace Foundation have to do this. But I know without your help, we cannot be able to do it either. I know that many of you have stepped up your support to Abounding Grace Foundation, but we need more help in hands. And in Badagry prison, we gave them, just recently, about a month, we visited them, we gave them a petrol-powered grinding machine. It was quite expensive. We bought that one for them as well, so they may be able to cook properly in the place. And then we bought so many other things such as drugs. We supply them drugs as well, and then the cooking utensils such as this big iron pot that could be able to cook for multitude. We have to do this thing not because we have too much, just that we have to do it. If not, they will starve unto death. In course of this mission and the rapid response when the prisoners called for Abounding Grace assistance, we've built a very strong relationship with the prison officials, and it has been expanding throughout both the north, west, east, south, all over. Anywhere Abounding Grace stepped in now for mission, they embrace us and they welcome us, and it gives us a very good feeling to work and do more for the poor and the less privileged and abound helpless in the Nigerian prisons. Abounding Grace Foundation wants to do more. We have to do more. In fact, there are some obvious needs, but if I don't tell you, you won't understand and you won't know. One of the needs are where we can be able to harbour them when they are released. Over 4,800 inmates have been released for the past 4 years. Where are they going to stay? We have issues in keeping them where they will stay. So we need a land where we can build a rehabilitation center. In that rehabilitation center, there will be skill acquisition hall where many of them can learn trading, sewing, shoemaking, beading, all kind of things, fashion designing, hairdressing, and so on. And then we also rehabilitate them and give them some certain values that they need to be able to reintegrate back to society. Because if they don't have these values, they might fall back into crime. These are the things that we have need of, and then we need like vehicles to convey foods, convey goods to the prisons, and convey passengers as well. People that work for Abounding Grace Foundation, it costs us a lot to be hiring vehicle every time. We need buses and other help. There are so many things that are needed. In any way you can assist Abounding Grace Foundation to do more, we will appreciate. We have needs in so many areas, such as landed properties where we can build a rehabilitation center, where we can be able to give them skills acquisition, and so many of them have some skills already, but they need to be fine-tuned so they may be able to be reintegrated back to society without any traumatization, and so many other things that follows ex-convicts, which I have experienced for being an ex-convict myself. And we need medical assistance. There are so many babies in the prison that need money, baby food, baby clothes. We need them. If you have them, even from America, wherever you have them, load them in the container and send down to us so we can supply them. There are so many needs. And we need people like doctors, lawyers that can be able to come and help, fee bonus lawyers that can be able to come and help them to perfect their bills, because some of them, their case files are lost. Those ones that their case files are lost, we need lawyers that can come and help them to get their freedom back. And we need vehicles to convey passengers. We need people that can lease out their land for farming so that the prisoners that come and the ex-convicts can be able to have something doing. Help us in any way you can to be able to employ them in your company. Please come, we need to get them busy before they fall back into crime. There's so much need, so much need. You can as well assist us financially with any amount you can, so we can be able to accomplish this mission.